Summer is here, and it's time to discuss my top 5 beach movies. Let's get it. Hey, I'm Mike. I studied film, I work in TV, and I love movies. Many of you are probably watching this video while you're on vacation, so I thought we'd talk about my top 5 favorite beach movies that I think you should be watching this summer. And let's get something straight. We aren't talking about movies with great beach scenes, so no Saving Private Ryan, no Apocalypse Now, and no Grease. They all have iconic beach scenes, but we're talking about movies that revolve around a beach. Got it? Good. So, like a cold pool on a hot day, let's jump right in at number 5. Summer Rental. Summer Rental was directed by Carl Reiner and stars John Candy and Rip Torn. I hardly have to say anything more.
I love you, Scully. I mean that. It's not the booze talking either.
John Candy plays a burnt-out air traffic controller who's given 5 weeks paid vacation to decompress after nearly causing a mid-air collision. He takes his family to the fictional Gulf Coast resort town of Citrus Cove, Florida, where hilarity ensues.
Oh, geez, I'm sorry. Really? I didn't mean...
Hey, that was my hand.
Rip Torn plays the salty owner of a local boat-turned-restaurant who befriends Candy and teaches him how to sail. It's pure John Candy genius.
So can I have your honest opinion about something?
Sure.
What do you think of these?
Coming in at number 4 is another comedy, One Crazy Summer. John Cusack teams up with writer-director Savage Steve Holland for their second film together, following Better Off Dead. One Crazy Summer is about a young man hoping to get into art school who must animate a love story for his application and uses a summer vacation to Nantucket Island to draw inspiration. He finds it in love interest Cassandra Eldridge, played by Demi Moore. Her family is spending their last summer on Nantucket before her family must sell their house to the wealthy and comically evil Eckerstead family. It also stars Bobcat Goldthwait, Curtis Armstrong, better known as Booger from Revenge of the Nerds, and for his iconic role in Better Off Dead, and Joel Murray, younger brother of Bill and Brian Doyle Murray. There is so much in this movie that I won't spoil it. It's one of those movies I have to watch every summer. You can't talk about beaches without talking about Castaway, coming in at number 3. Tom Hanks plays a FedEx employee who gets stranded on a deserted island and makes friends with Wilson, a volleyball. Tom Hanks has proved without a doubt that he is not someone we should be traveling with. The man was in Apollo 13, Sully, Captain Phillips, and Castaway. Coming in at number 2, Point Break. Keanu Reeves plays an undercover FBI agent who's tasked with investigating a series of bank robberies who he suspects is being conducted by a group of surfers led by Bodie, played by Patrick Swayze. The film also stars Gary Busey, and before you jump down my throat, it's directed by Catherine Bigelow. She developed Point Break with her husband at the time, James Cameron. During the long pre-production process, some actors who were considered for the Keanu role were Matthew Broderick, Johnny Depp, Val Kilmer, and Charlie Sheen. And Ridley Scott was even considered to direct at one point. But with Bigelow at the helm and Cameron doing a good deal of script work, I'm told he came up with the Dead President's Masks idea. It's a classic summer beach movie. And now I have to break a lot of hearts. The real question here is whether or not Jaws is a beach movie or a boat movie. Because if it's a beach movie, it's clearly number 1. But most of the movie takes place on a boat, so I think it's a boat movie. I think we'll give Jaws special consideration since Roy Scheider is trying to save the beachgoers of Amity Island in Jaws, but ultimately, I do think it's a boat movie. So the number 1 beach movie, in my humble opinion, is The Beach, starring Leonardo DiCaprio. As I was putting this list together, I had The Beach much further down, but I put it on to reacquaint myself with the film, and as I watched, it went from being number 5 on this list to number 3, and eventually number 1. Hear me out. It's written by Alex Garland based on his own book, The Beach. Garland would go on to write screenplays for movies such as 28 Days Later, and wrote and directed Ex Machina and Civil War. This was his first collaboration with Trainspotting director Danny Boyle. The pair would go on to make 28 Days Later and Sunshine, and collaborated again on the more recent 28 Years Later. Give it another watch. Leonardo DiCaprio plays an American traveling to Thailand alone and comes into possession of a map to a rumored mythical island that is the most beautiful, most secluded island in the world. He teams up with a young French couple, and they eventually find the island and are welcomed into the community of travelers that never want to go home. It's a little bit like Never Neverland. It's run by Tilda Swinton, who's just mesmerizing in everything she does. Anyway, Paradise isn't all it's cracked up to be. I know, that's a tough one, so I hope you're all going into the comments right now to tell me that Jaws should have been at the top of this list, but I'll stick by my word. Jaws is a boat movie. Or just go in there to tell me what your favorite beach movie is. And yes, I'm very aware that The Flamingo Kid, Beaches with Bette Midler, and How Stella Got Her Groove Back are not on this list, but it's my list, all right? Anyway, as always, film is about community. I'm Mike, and I love movies.